Hello friends, welcome to our channel Luxury Royale. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more informative videos. Have you ever asked yourself what is the difference between the struggle of a rich person and a poor person in any part of the world? Depending on the money in their wallet, the struggles of a rich person can be an enormous gift to a poor one. Many of us think that actors, politicians, rappers, or athletes are rich, but the truly rich are the people who arise through their career quests or the simplest way, that is, being born into a wealthy family. Many rich people tend to solve their day-to-day matters with the benefit of the wealth they have taken the yield of. We are going to take you to the world of the rich and allow you to know what type of services exclusively exist only to the rich. The most common thing among all the super rich people is the value of time. They comprehend it truly, which helps them gain the importance of service that they receive from others. In this video, we've compiled a list of 15 luxury services only wealthy people can afford. Number 15. Travel agents. You'll be surprised to know that most of the rich people don't book their flight tickets or confirm their hotel stay. Instead, they have agents whose only job is to book their flight tickets and confirm their stay at the hotels. Their job also includes the arrangement of visas and keeping the money exchanged and ready to be used. They moreover make sure everything on the flight is perfect and according to the expectations of the rich. Safe to assume that anyone from the middle class might hardly get such a luxury travel experience in one's time. Number 14. Personal doctor. Almost all rich people are aware of the fact that they must be in good shape to enjoy the money they earned and to continue making it grow. In addition to the doctor, rich people count on a personal trainer, chef and nutritionist, and also rely on private medics for emergencies. Having a specialist with all the requirements to keep the patient stabilized until reaching a hospital is always a sensible option, and most of the rich people believe that. Number 13. Life insurance and private item insurance. Well, before you insist that practically everyone has life and car insurance, take note that the billionaires' insurance policies are different. Number 1. Life insurance. The life insurance of the super rich policies lets them have a better possibility of being safe and alive when there is a disruption or if a life is at stake. Number 2. Personal items insurance. The insurance of personal commodities means that in case of unrest or a hurricane, with the help of a special SWAT team sent over to their location, all the $1 million worth of properties will be safely retrieved. Thus, a billionaire will never have a concern about his or her belongings during riots or even natural disasters. Number 12. Nannies. Even though we find it unusual, getting their favorite nannies for their children has become a tough competition in this luxury service sector. It is a closed circle and most of the nannies are hired through referrals. Once a nanny is hired, it is a massive commitment for a lot of years. These nannies are not the usual babysitters. These nannies are mostly educated women who have studied in reputable schools and know more than 3 languages. These nannies consist of women who are willing to commit for almost 2 to 3 years to their jobs, and yes, they get paid a huge income along with a private bedroom in the house of the super rich. They not only fill the gap of a parent at home, but also have to play a prescient part in the emotional nurturing and supporting of the child. Number 11. Direct access to the private planes. Did you know that a wealthy person who owns a private plane has direct access to the plane without going through any airport security checkpoints? Well, yes, many billionaires don't have to go through airport screenings and luggage checking. Many business people tend to travel to various countries for business purposes, and hence they are allowed to get to their specific jets as if it's their car. They are open to driving directly to their private airliners, which use numerous private airstrips located at the airport to travel, saving the most precious thing to them, their time. Number 10. Spiritual advisor. Billionaires deal with an insane amount of money daily, and guess what? They need someone to spiritually guide them for the psychological relaxation. Billionaires also expect people who are experts in giving spiritual guidance and mental strength to keep a strong mind instead of going to a sacred place like a church. Instead, they exercise the assistance of a spiritual advisor. They also utilize help from coaches who teach mindfulness and concentrate on cognitive well-being. Number 9. Christmas tree stylist. Yes, you read it right. There are people in the world who get paid to design and decorate Christmas trees for the rich. Many billionaires choose to employ people to buy and decorate a Christmas tree for them and then come back on the 1st of January and take it to the shredder. These jobs emerge during Christmas season and the rich people pay plenty for this service. Number 8. A private cinema. We are not just talking about a private cinema with an excellent collection of music, just hold up for a small twist here. The billionaires have access to services that can allow them to watch a movie in their home cinema on its releasing date at their home. Not only can they enjoy it in their home, but this also provides them with great privacy without compromising their schedule, while other people live a chaotic experience on the first day of the movie release. Number 7. Private investors. Have you ever wondered how rich people manage their money all by themselves? Well, the rich people have so much wealth they can't organize everything on their own. Therefore, they hire wealth and investment managers to invest their capital in various ventures that will produce acceptable outcomes. The capital is so huge that it is only possible to deal with it as a team effort and not as an individual, as we are talking about billions of dollars. Types of private investors rich people have hold of include angel investors. These can be professionals, comprising doctors, attorneys, or firm associates or seasoned entrepreneurs. Venture capital. This is a longer form of investment, thus it's good to think about a long-term interest with venture capitalists in the form of active participation in decision-making, marketing policies, managerial aid, system access, and many more. Peer-to-peer. This investment involves three parties, i.e. the borrower, lender, and a middle party association. The investment process happens when a borrower pursues loan alternatives from middle party firms. Equity investment. It is based on the valuation of the company. It's a favorable option for those who are likely to grow large stature of businesses and are on their way towards an exit strategy or seeking more business expansion. These investors keep a note of all the company's shares and tend to be on a profitable side of the business and investments. Number 6. A publicist. In case you are wondering, the job description of a publicist is to curate and maintain the image of their client. As rich people tend to maintain their public impression, a publicist deliberately attempts to promote a positive image through magazines or online blogs and articles. For example, the reason behind the information of Bill Gates' charity events is a result of his publicist's job. Number 5. Personal trainer. There is no point in having all this tremendous amount of money if you do not have the perfect body. Unlike the middle class, only the super rich can have the luxury service of a personal trainer available to train and strengthen their bodies. These trainers are accessible anytime and are paid a lot of money. Along with the resources of a personal chef and a personal nutritionist, the trainers can train their bodies towards the best fitness and performance. Number 4. Personal chef. Not just any personal chefs, the personal chefs of the super rich are not just hired to make tasty food, their job is to propose a nutritious and delightful diet plan. Rich people are never against delicious foods, but the time restrictions make it almost impossible for them to cook and watch over for themselves. They would rather pay people to cook for them. Some billionaires often have their chefs travel along with them whenever they choose to. Also, these chefs work full-time as their private chefs. This also allows them to spend quality time sitting and relaxing with their loved ones without having to prepare everything from scratch, thus saving enough time for the family. Number 3. Personal therapist. Having a personal therapist is a sign of extreme fortune. Only rich people can afford a therapist so that their mental state is always under supervision. These therapists are so limited, not many people around the world can afford even an hour session with them. A personal therapist indicates that they don't have to wait for any appointments and also contends that they can be accessible according to their convenience. Number 2. Personal shopping assistant. Just so you know, the super rich people barely have enough time to go through browsing shopping manuals online or in the store. Rather, they have the luxury to afford people who do all the shopping for them. One of the main rules for these assistants is that they usually shop twice a year. Moreover, these responsibilities also include color code for the clothing, maintaining the wardrobe in a flawless condition, and also maintaining the dresses in an online database and more. Did you know that these assistants take measurements of their bosses twice a year? It is because they do not have enough time for a situation where a dress does not fit. Number 1. Personal assistants. Do you guys think the billionaires can check on receiving all the services and time and also corresponding with all of them? The answer is no. For these matters, almost every billionaire has personal assistants to connect to all the plans and services and formulate the decisions and also coordinate with all the events. These assistants cost a lot and their duties outweigh those of the executives and managers. Additionally, these assistants are open to making decisions on behalf of you and also plan your calendar and your day. You may be surprised to know that these personal assistants might have assistants as well. These assistants can be divided into two categories. Number 1. Executive assistants. These assistants act as a cover on all operations that happen in the life of the super rich. It is their responsibility to keep their managers in check and also know the passwords. Besides, they can also approve changes and are also accountable for the filtering of information that reach the top. Number 2. Personal assistants. These assistants have more private details about your day-to-day life and have possible access to your emails as well as social media accounts. They also make sure schedules are being fulfilled and indicate where you're supposed to be and on time. Commonly, personal assistants are ranked higher than executive assistants because they have access to some of the more private elements of someone's life. Whatever you are dealing with, assistants are the first people you're most likely to talk to first, as they set up the following steps for you. So if anyone wants to reach their bosses, they will have to bypass these assistants and in some cases even their assistants, which do not seem like an easy job at all. Having assistants is no longer a luxury, as many firms provide services that offer virtual assistants. For a couple of dollars, you can mandate the boring tasks like sorting through emails, reaching out, or maintaining calendars. Glancing at this list, it is a lot more intricate to be super rich than it looks, right? This gives rise to a question we would certainly prefer to ask you. If you are allowed to pick at least one of these luxury aids, which one would be your pick? Let us know in the comment section down below. Our pick was the personal shopping assistant. That's all for today. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And for more exciting content, be sure to click on the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video. Goodbye.